Adamant MTG here, and I'm here to talk about Champions Online, the superhero MMO from 2009, Cryptic Studios. I have revisited this game, and I'm very excited to show you. It's free to play. You can get it on the Steam store, and I'm just going to show you a quick introduction, some of my characters, and let you get started with building your own superhero. So you can take the road that I took here with an homage to various popular characters. You can also build your own. I have Sure Shot. I have Star Sentinel. Galaxy Girl is another one of my creations. A robot monkey named Shock the Monkey. Double Dealer, a Vegas, card dealer. And an archer named Jade Archer. Also Starhammer, one of my favorite characters, and a character that my son created while he was very young, Penguin Hog, who is also one of my mains. And last but not least, my homage to Space Ghost, Void Spectre. So what I've done here is I've created various costumes, and I have created these characters. Some I play, some I've just gotten back into the game. So if you want to start here with Champions Online, what you'll do is you'll download the game, etc. You'll go to Create, and the free-to-play options are a little bit limited in the sense that they look like this. Your free-to-play options for this game include the highlighted character sets. Now these are ATs or archetypes that are locked in to various power set choices. So for instance, the fire build is called the Inferno. It's a ranged DPS build, and you can look at the progression. You have very few choices to make in these templates, and they're designed that way to sort of give you a good balanced superhero effect. And most of the powers synergize with each other, and you can learn about them later. Don't be concerned with the costume. The costume is just an idea. Once you decide on the archetype and you go, well, for some reason I don't know why I don't have a next button. So I picked the archetype, I picked the gender, and I should be able to hit next, but I can't, so I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Create. Oh, for some reason I don't know why it wasn't highlighted. Okay, so we hit next. And that takes us to the costume or hero builder. Now this is where you're going to have the most fun, and I suggest spending a lot of time here because it's a blast. You can create anything. And if you can't create anything, there are some costume styles that you can eventually unlock in the game. Everything that's behind a paywall here can be unlocked with in-game currency that you can generate or earn in-game. So if there's something that you just can't build because it looks like a paywall, just try to find other options. There's plenty of options for free, and then you will eventually get to the screen where you enter your hero's name. You can create a backstory, or you can do it later, and then you go into the tutorial to learn the basic controls of the game. And once you do that a few times, you can just skip the tutorial, and it just gets you to level 6. And that is the beginning of your journey into superheroics. Now, you do have a bunch of options in here. You'll have to learn the tool, everything from body sliders to moods, and there's a bunch of options and unlocks that I have here that I've already done because I've played the game quite a bit. And that's it. So I hope you enjoy your first venture into superheroics. The game isn't overly difficult. There, of course, like any MMO, you're going to have to learn the basics, but it's an old style. So you've got your classic healers, support characters, DPS, and tank builds. The difficulty isn't too high, but you'll have to learn some of the nuances of the system and tab targeting and sort of old school MMO combat, etc. So the one thing I do think is really cool about the game and sort of fits is this sort of the comic book style. Don't worry about this flicker. It doesn't happen in game. It's just on this screen for some reason. But the comic book style, the dark lines around the buildings, it really feels like you're in a comic book when you're playing the game. It's a little bit campy, because they do that intentionally with the Champions motif. If you were an old school pen and paper Champions player like I was, this character should remind you of Marksman. Actually, he's one of the original characters in the Champions universe, along with Foxbat and some different villains. Grand. You'll find some really cool. If you have that history, you'll find some really cool nostalgia. I'm a big fan of that sort of thing. So that's it. Hopefully you'll get into the game. If you have any questions, I'll do more videos on actual like power builds and maybe the mini map review, some stuff, tips and tricks for new players. But that's the first introduction. Go out there and start fighting crime. And with that, I'll sign out and have a good one.